Okay, welcome back to this week's edition of the BarroomBlitz.com. We're talking sports here on a weekly basis every Monday night here at the corner bar at Casey's. We're going to welcome a special guest in tonight, Michael Patzek. We're going to talk a little Flyers. He has just informed us that the Flyers made a big trade.
Yes, they did.
Who is it? Tell us.
Christopher Stieg from the Toronto Maple Leafs.
All right, what position does he play?
He is a right winger. He has 14 goals, 23 assists now, and he's a -11, but only because he's playing on a really, really bad team in the Maple Leafs.
Did we need this move?
Oh, yeah, it's Richard's winger for the rest of the season, no doubt. So that gives us the 3 legit scoring lines, and Jaredev is no longer really in the picture. He's going to be gone. And I wouldn't be surprised to see JVR shipped out, too.
Really? JVR's had a really good year, though.
No, he's not. He had 12 goals.
But what did you expect out of him?
First of all, he was drafted 2nd overall.
That
was drafted before him.
When he started last year?
When you're a 2nd overall pick, though, you're supposed to come in the league and be a factor. I understand he's a power forward.
Is there interest in JVR?
And everywhere.
Well, if there's interest everywhere, then why is he that bad?
Because he's a young power forward. But the thing is, the Flyers are trying to win this year. They're built for this year. They're built for this year and next year. JVR isn't going to score you 40 goals, 30 goals. You know what I mean? He's got it. Maybe when he's 25, 26, like Bertuzzi did. Bertuzzi was a late bloomer. That's how power forwards are in the NHL.
How do you think it's going to affect the chemistry in the team? Because the team is like
he's a playoff guy. He won with the Cup of the Blackhawks last year.
Now, do you think they made this move because they got shut out for the 5th time yesterday of the season? Like because the scoring's down, or is that a reason to worry?
Not really. They have 3. Like what they did last. Laviolette made 2 lines last night. The reason they've been winning so many games is because they have 3 scoring lines. And having Nodal, JVR, and Powell on a line is just ridiculous. You need that 3 scoring depth because no one can match up with them.
Yeah, but how many points were they averaging? Like 3+ goals a game, weren't they?
Yeah, they're 2nd in the league in goals.
So did they really need, again, back to needing more scores?
That's the thing. When you you have Carter, Jaredev, and Giroux has been a line, right? You got the Leno line.
Why not get rid of Carcillo over Jaredev?
What's Carcillo going to do? Carcillo's looking for like a team that needs an enforcer that loses a lot of fights. That's what Carcillo is.
Yeah, but did they get
had a bad one?
Like last night, he didn't do
he
well.
was horrible.
Terrible, yeah.
He's not even a good enforcer.
I'm not a big fan of Carbomb at all.
No, but I'd rather have Jaredev than Carcillo.
Yeah, Jaredev's not a team guy. If you he makes so many bad passes every single game.
Yeah, but Carcillo takes on so many bad penalties.
Yeah, basically, both those guys are playing 5 to 7 minutes tops of ice time.
Right.
So
well,
irrelevant
who do you
players.
think's more talented, though?
Oh, absolutely, Jaredev, no doubt.
Well, that's my point.
Yeah, but Jaredev's bad for team chemistry. The entire team loves Carbomb.
I guess. I mean, I didn't think Jaredev was being that bad of a team player this year.
He hasn't talked to the media once all year.
Maybe.
He's just not a.
So he wouldn't do the show.
He's not a personable guy.
Neither has Bob Roski.
We couldn't get him on the Barroom Blitz.
Not a chance. You're lucky you got me. You're lucky you got me.
Are you worried about the Flyers peaking too early? Because I notice in hockey every year, like the best team never loses in the first round.
I will put it this way.
How many years in a row you see this?
Oh man.
I don't know the last time the best team has won the Cup. Maybe the Red Wings.
I've been watching the Flyers religiously.
10 years ago.
There hasn't been a team this good since I was probably 96, 97.
Really?
That team was like the Lindros one in his prime. That was a dominant team. Like this is a dominant team. That blue line is.
Do you have any problems with the goalie? We've always talked. Should we determine who the starting goalie is, or should we just not mess with the formula and they keep rotating?
A lot of Flyer fans would probably stab me for saying it, but I'd rather go into the playoffs with Bush because Bobrovsky kind of scares me.
Because there's nothing there to back it on.
I think how many breakaways has he stopped this year? 1, and that was yesterday.
That was yesterday.
Yeah.
It was a nice one.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah,
it hurt, man.
When it happened, I was like, "Here comes a goal."
Especially because he sat there forever.
Immediately, I was like, "I need a beer after watching that." Yeah.
I heard that Pronger don't get along with Bobrovsky.
Well, he can't talk to him.
Yeah. No one can
and
really talk
Pronger
to
gets
him.
very he's such a big menace that Bobrovsky gets all freaked out when he's on the ice. Is that true?
I don't know. I'd be scared of Pronger if I was having to deal with him. If I had a bad goal, I wouldn't want him on the ice looking at me.
That's why I think it was freaking him out.
Do you think the window's open even bigger now that the Pittsburgh Penguins are basically out of the picture?
They're done. If they make a trade for, like people are saying, Kovalev, it'd be absolutely retarded because if
you don't know when Crosby's coming back and Malkin's out.
I'll tell you what, that's scary. Look what concussions did to Gagne. Look what concussions did to Primo.
Lindros, #1 player of all time.
Primo, though, if you remember, before he went down with those concussions, those playoffs, he was animal. What was it, 2004, right before the lockout when we went to all the way to the
Flyer.
Yeah, we lost to Tampa Bay in the last
Even
Eastern
before
Conference
he
Finals.
was a Flyer, he was real good. Remember when they got him? Like,
sure.
oh my God,
Primo was an animal.
They like stole him,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I forget who we traded.
I forget
for him.
who it
Brindamore.
Was it Brindamore?
Yeah,
Well, that's when
Primo
we shipped
Brindamore.
Brindamore?
So.
Yes.
Is that what did we get Kapanen with that trade too? I don't know. That's a long time ago.
Um,
That's back in my college days.
now,
though.
what team worries you most in the Eastern Conference that we have to worry about getting over the hump? I mean,
I don't want to play Boston in the playoffs only because I don't know. I just had that revenge factor from last year of us coming back from 0-3.
Well, what about Tampa? They haven't beat Tampa.
Yeah, see, the thing about Tampa is, though, I really don't have a lot of faith that because they're not as deep as the Flyers. Yeah, they have superstars.
They haven't beat them yet.
I understand that. They play them tomorrow, and I fully believe the Flyers are going to whoop them tomorrow. But we'll see tomorrow. Well,
I guess we'll see.
But I honestly, their goaltending, not that good. Ellis, I was so glad the Flyers didn't get him last year. He's horrible. And, I mean, they have LeCavier who's done really nothing in a couple years. St. Louis and Stamkos are nasty.
Aren't they second in the conference, though?
Yeah, right now they're right behind the Flyers, yep.
Okay.
They're ahead of the Capitals for the first time since Ovi's been dominant, yeah.
Okay.
But, yeah, I'm not really scared of it. They have one legit line. And the thing about Tampa Bay, the only thing they get you with is if they get a lead, they play that old Devil's Trap, which is just so boring to watch, you know what I mean? So if you get a lead on them, they're done.
Wait, you said hockey's boring? I can't believe it.
I thought the game was canceled yesterday.
It was canceled, and then all of a sudden everybody showed up.
The Devils are back, though. They're back. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. But
they're back? Everybody was like laughing at them like a month ago.
They're legit. I'm glad we got a lot of the games out of the way.
Well, what happened? What turned it around for them? How does this... I just don't understand this hockey thing. I mean, there's a team that sucks, and all of a sudden, they're back. I mean, what happened?
That's what happened to the Flyers last year.
Well, Flyers, they barely won, right? Wasn't it a shootout with the Rangers, and they barely got in?
They sucked, and then he traded, got rid of John Stevens.
That's why I said it. Why just play the regular season, and it don't matter what your record is, and make the playoffs, and that's what happens.
Yeah, who would ever guess that?
Very bizarre.
Beating Lundqvist to get into the playoffs. So
one
goalie that kills the Flyers more than anyone, it's Lundqvist. He's incredible against us. Actually, their backups are usually better. Remember Valakat a couple years ago? They'd always play him against the Flyers because we could never beat him. He's 6'6" monster.
All right, well, thanks for joining us, Michael. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to grab some Bud Lights, and we'll be right back with some more Barroom Blitz.
Cool. Thanks, guys.